Hey fam, it's me Aaron for a comic show. I got new comics now. I have some stuff that's tied into all the buzzing stuff on the internet. They're releasing all the April solicitations for April shipping comics in little spits and spurts and confirmations from Bleeding Cool's rumors and whatnot. And it's fun to me. I like that kind of stuff. Superior Spider-Man. Look at this Superior Venom on the cover. Crazy. I'm sure some of you have not been able to avoid all the craziness of the spoilers of the new stuff coming, the Amazing Spider-Man coming. That you know, if you have avoided, I'm not going to you know, just spit it out now. But it happens in here. Stuff happens in here that really gives us hope. And the cool stuff about if you like the Otto stuff, if you like the Spock Superior Spider-Man stuff, which I do, you like seeing it all fall apart. And it falls apart in here with this Venom. And it's awesome. And he overcompensates like he is wont to do, the stupid Otto, and crazy stuff happens. Crazy stuff happens with Venom, crazy lies, crazy people not believing lies, and you might have a little Peter in here too, you know, you'll see. It's fun, it was a great issue, and I'm loving it, I'm excited. This Inhumanity one-shot, you know, Inhumanity is kind of an event, kind of a thing that's the aftermath of Infinity going on, but there's not much out because the Inhuman book is sort of, you know, I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if it's supposed to be out or if they always planned for it to come out much later than Inhumanity 1. I don't know. But I know that my guy Charles Soule is going to be doing it instead of Fraction, which to me is just as good. I love Soule. I love a lot of what Fraction's done. But this is a one-shot, and you get to see Superior Spider-Man Otto in a positive light. You know, he's all, you know, fireman in these type of big tragedy things with, you know, New York blowing up and all the Inhuman stuff. You get that little 9/11 bump of, you know, respect for firefighters and that today they are our superiors, today they are the best of us. And it was touching. And it was touching to see Otto's humanity. That even though he's a villain, he always thinks what he does is right and in the best interest of, I guess, humanity, even though it's always in his personal best interest. But if he's the smartest there is, then of course it's better for everyone. But to see him actually be touched by a human tragedy and come up with a solution to that human tragedy in a very humane way and have it called Inhumanity, it's just a big bunch of feels that Christos Gage did great on. Love the issue. It's a great one-shot. So if you were on the fence about the Inhumanity Superior Spider-Man one-shot, I would say get it. It got a lot of good feels. So anyway, moving on, Amazing X-Men, The Beast Unleashed. He looks like Scar on the cover, you know, that's all Lion King-y. But of course, he's going to fight for his blue buddy, Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler is back. This has been a fact since the first issue, and a lot of good stuff happens in this issue, and it all kind of, by this third issue, it all syncs up with them all together, and we're ready for some awesome, awesome action, and we're ready for Nightcrawler back. So Jason Aaron and McGinnis have made that book fun, lighthearted, a lot of good humor, well-paced humor, and I've dug it. I like his art on this. All New X-Men, this is the issue before the Storm, the issue before the Trials of Jean Grey, where they go out into space, and the Shi'ar wants to put her on trial for what happened with the Phoenix, and I guess the first crossover ever of the Guardians of the Galaxy and the X-Men. Cool. But this issue is all William Stryker stuff and X-23 and, you know, all that churchy stuff that, being the age I am and how much I love that God Loves Man Kills book. I mean, not only did God Love Man Kills, like, solidify my love for the X-Men and my love for parts of the medium and what can be done with superhero concepts, it kind of solidified some of my views on religion. It was cool, you know. Thanks, Chris Claremont. But great single issue. I liked it. Bendis was good. It was fun. You know, it's all lead up to the big deal that happens next issue, but it was still a fun issue. Thunderbolts. This is Charles Soule, my buddy, who's going to be here to sign on 2814, February 8th, 2014, 2814, the sector of space that is now patrolled by the Red Lanterns. You see Ghost Rider here, the classic look, Flamehead Ghost Rider on a motorbike. So if you guys like him, support this. If you are pissed off about that whole Trad Moore, Too Fast, Too Furious Ghost Rider with the flames coming out of his helmet or whatnot, which I do think is cool, so, you know, whatever, sue me. I want to see Trad Moore with the speed lines. This is the Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider. Are they going to kill him? Are they going to leave him in hell? Who knows? I'm not spoiling it because it hasn't happened. I'm just being speculative. But Charles Soule is writing a great story with Ghost Rider in the Thunderbolts, and it might be a send-off to that Ghost Rider. Who knows? Marvel is not scared of having two characters with the same name, with one having the spotlight title book and another being a background character. They've done it with plenty of characters. DC seems to be afraid of that until maybe April, but I enjoyed the issue. And finally, this issue was tons of fun. Night of the Living Deadpool. Why did it take them so long to do Night of the Living Deadpool? They did Marvel Zombies, and it's sort of like Marvel Zombies, except it's a traditional zombie outbreak where it didn't just affect the powered people, and the powered people just turned into brainless whatevers, and they're all gone too, and it's just Deadpool. He's basically the only powered hero left, and it was awesome. He was in a food coma while it all happened, the outbreak happened, which is kind of funny. Like Rick Graves was in a coma while all the craziness was happening. Well, you know, it's fun. It was a great issue if you want that humor, and it's the same Cullen Bunn humor that you've enjoyed if you were enjoying it from Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe all the way to Deadpool vs. Deadpool. So it's a continuation of that. You thought it was a trilogy, guess what? It's not. It's still going. And then we're going to get Deadpool and Carnage. I love Deadpool. He's just a fun character they can do whatever they want with, and I'm a fan of the humor. Moving on. Superman, Wonder Woman. I love this book. I know this cover is ridiculously shiny, but they're kissing. Apparently it's gotten on the websites, TMZ, Perez Hilton, everyone knows that they're dating, and everyone's having these like angry reactions to it. It's scary, these two superpowered people together. I mean, I'm scared. And that the whole outing of their relationship, that's cool. The aftermath of that's cool. I love their extended families and how that is impacting their relationship, as all extended families do impact a relationship, whether it be friends or actual family, whether it be Zod or, you know, Zeus or whatever. But you got some Phantom Zone stuff, you got a lot of Zod stuff, and Charles Soule is making that book so good. I mean, it's I don't know. I like the Wonder Woman book so much. It's my favorite Wonder Woman book, but this has made that relationship something that I can actually dig and enjoy. Forever Evil, Justice League of America, it's kind of like a love story to Stargirl. Love Stargirl, love her origins, love all her past, and digging that book. Justice League 3000, I've recently reread the Justice League International, the whole run with Giffen and DeMatteis and Kevin McGuire at the start of it, and sorry to not have him here, but Howard Porter's doing a great job, and I like this issue. I liked all the bickering, all the banter, them not getting along, and it's the basic premise of the Justice League when they started the Justice League International, is that these heroes might have these carefully crafted personas, these legends, these their role models. This is the way their public image is crafted. This is the way the general public sees them. This is the way comic book fans might see them. But here's how they act behind closed doors. Here's how they act with each other. Because no one with their peers acts with respect and deference. With your peers, you act with, you know, just annoyance and sometimes hostility, sometimes busting balls, sometimes actually angry, sometimes fighting, and sometimes hooking up. So that is the spirit of this, and it's nice to see it done with the big guns in a way, seeing that they're weird clone version, future whatevers. But a lot of crazy action happens this issue, and it was fun. And finally, Green Lantern Corps. I like this issue a lot. Van Jensen is, he used to be a crime writer for a crime beat for like a newspaper, and a lot of that comes out in what happens here. I love the new rookies, but I like seeing some of the old Corps members in here with, you know, some speaking lines. Thank you. And like that issue a lot. I like what's going on with the escapees of the science cells. I know somewhat of what's going to come down in 2 weeks with the annual with those escapees and how they're going to factor in the war and the Green Lantern mythos. But speaking of what, announced today, which I knew a few weeks ago when Van Jensen visited here, it's going to be writing Flash and bringing back Wally West. Crazy, huh? He's all blue like a blue streak or something, but he's bringing back Wally West in the Flash. Issue 30, he and Vendetti take over. Annual 3, Wally West. I'm excited. You should get excited. These guys are going to endear themselves to you. Even if you didn't like how they took over from Jeff Johns and didn't just do exactly what he was doing, like a bad carbon copy of Jeff Johns' light, they'll win you over with Wally, I'm sure. That's what you guys want, right? And moving on to indie stuff, franchise stuff, whatnot. IDW's Black Dynamite, this after Kirby cover. This was fun. If you like the movie, you like the cartoon, it's definitely in that same vein. And the art, the coloring, everything's done to look all 70s, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. So if you liked the movie, you should get the comic, because it's just like storyboards for a movie. Yeah, come on, give it a shot. Unity, Matt Kent, I'm digging it. I really like Valiant. You guys know I like Valiant, but Unity bringing these characters together for this reason, and it's all coming to a head. I think this whole arc's going to be over with issue 4. This is issue 3. Who's going to be wearing the suit? What's going on? Are these characters going to still stay together? What will their role be in the Valiant universe after this whole Exo War type of thing? I'm super digging it, and I don't know. If you come to the store and you're not reading any Valiant, I'll give you free first issues. There's this sampler, the best of must-read stuff that's like almost like a graphic novel of first issues for just a few bucks. You know, I mean, I'm going to be selling those for like $2. It's awesome. Get in the Valiant universe. It's fun. You'll thank me. Moving on to Image. You know how much I love Image. The Image Expo was last week, and Brubaker announced more stuff. But Velvet, really digging this book. I dig anything Brubaker does, and I like that he works with the same few artists. That those artists and he have a vibe where when they're together, the sum, you know, is greater than, you know. It's just there's some type of synergy that you get. Brubaker and Phillips or Brubaker and Epting that's better than when they work with other people or other writers or other artists. And I'm digging that book. I like the spy espionage stuff. I like the older stuff. I just like all that stuff. So finally, and this is going to start a new type of thing we do because I was not expecting this. Everyone complains about, well, a lot of people complain about gimmick covers. A lot of people complain about too many variants, and some of them suck. Sure, some of them are awful, money grabs, terrible, whatever. You know, that Turok cover that everyone had a field day on, including Dave Johnson. But this is awesome. This X-Files conspiracy, Dirk Wood, I'm going to credit him as coming up with this concept because it's so brilliant. It had to come from him. You know they've been kicking ass with the X-Files. It's been on, like, best of lists this year with Joe Harris. X-Files has been really well received. And this is kind of like how they did the Infestation books, where they have their licensed properties and they don't actually interact with each other, but there's the zombies or there's Cthulhu or there's this overarching thing. And with this, Mulder and Scully are searching out answers from this overarching plot of this weird virus that might be killing off humanity. And the lone gunmen track down all these various leads. There's these various leads that are just separate and disconnected, and they're just push pins on a board. And they happen to be mutant turtles that are rumored to be in the sewer, and robots that, cars that change into robots mysteriously that might be more than meets the eye, and some vengeful guy that came out of the graveyard and can't be killed like the Crow, and also ghost hunters. What? You know, this firehouse craziness. So this is the first part, and it's called X-Files Conspiracy. Then there's these 4 one-shots in quick succession, each one of the lone gunman going after these different leads that I just said, and then there's the second issue finale. It's all over in 2 months, and so far it's been good. This first issue was just pure fun, and these covers, if your store carries the subscription covers, which I didn't know until they showed them in my hands, you have Mulder and Scully with a flashlight, and this is like the arc for the Transformers, and you probably can't see it at all here because it's glow-in-the-dark, but it's the Autobot and Decepticon symbol in glow-in-the-dark. Here's Sewers with a Ninja Turtle mask, the Ghostbusters symbol, and a crow in the graveyard. And it's awesome. It's like a total surprise. I didn't know it was going to happen, and it's a brilliant, brilliant gimmick variant cover. So kudos to IDW. X-Files fans get this. Fans of these different franchises get this. It's a ton of fun, and I'm excited about it. So, you know, if you add gimmick upon gimmick upon gimmick, and you'll get something brilliant sometimes or something totally terrible. And I think this is brilliant, and Dirk Wood should be commended. So, that's it for the comics this week. Tune in next week. Thanks. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. Click subscribe, like, comment, share, all that good stuff. And as always, if you're local, we have cool stuff here in the comic shop in the Geeky. This week, every day, we have something amazing in here. Trivia on Tuesday, like always. You can win your bar tab. Wednesday is open mic with Mark with a C. Thursday is improv. Friday is karaoke, which has been a blast lately. I'm going to sing The Touch by Stan Bush. And then Saturday is a DDR tournament, Dance Dance Revolution tournament in here. And Sunday there's a concert with Crunk Witch and Doug Funny, touring bands and some local bands, all nerdcore, called the the minivan tour, and show up. If you're local, any night you come in here, there's going to be something amazing going on. That's a promise. Thanks. Bye-bye.